Alright, welcome. Today we have another video after my long reprieve. I know, it's been a while. I was trying to record something yesterday, and for the life of me, I just could not get a race in. But today we're going to try Gen 4 Cup at Vegas. I know, when you're not having good luck, go drive the harder cars. That makes a lot of sense. We're not going to qualify. We're going to take a black flag and get a couple practice laps here, see what the car feels like. Because this was very last minute. I was working on downloading another game and kind of saw this was here and figured might as well pop in on this and try to get a little video out of it. Yeah. On the top here. It's a car you've really got to drive. Really got to be patient with it and easy on the throttle. You can see in the bottom right there just how careful I'm being coming up out of the corners and how long I'm waiting on it. Very edgy car. Alright, then this lap we will come down and practice a green flag stop. I think I've got a decent handle on the car, based on how to drive it. This should be an interesting one. These Gen 4 races are always one to watch. Practice green flag pit stop just in case we need it. Doesn't feel like we will.
The officials don't like the way you're driving. Your lap times will be deleted until you reset the car and try again. Pit box in 10, 5.
Not the cleanest entry, but we did it.
1. Right here. Come on in for the black flag. There's the flag. It's over.
Alright, and that's our qualifying run. Wow, we didn't post a lap. As you can see, we're running a Juan Pablo Montoya scheme for anyone who is... Actually, that's a Bush scheme, so I don't know who this is. But it looks like a Juan Pablo Montoya car from like the 2000s. Kind of like having that vibe running the retro schemes with the retro series. Looks like we're looking at a 31.0 for quick times. No idea what I run here. I haven't gotten a solid practice lap in yet. Qualifying, yeah, they'll both be canceled out. So we'll just kind of see where we stack up, and hopefully we can get a good video out of this. I've been itching for some decent racing. I've got a couple things I might want to try out here just to give it a shot, get some more content that's not necessarily relying on other people giving me good races. Might have some AI content, racing content in the future. Sorry about that, my mic is getting bumped. Get a quick drink of water there. And yeah, hopefully we can get some more content. I would really like to kind of branch out into other sims. I want to get I have a set of course. I want to start getting some mods for that. Some older Grand Prix racing mods, because everyone's seen my absolute prowess when it comes to road racing. On that note, I did wreck out in a couple of road races that I was trying to do yesterday. This is my bread and butter, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm a lot better with these manage the car that's too much to drive over a long run race than I am drive the car that's just gonna do exactly what you tell it to do kind of cars. I like these edgier, looser cars. I like feeling that kind of edge of grip that you get with them, and it really benefits kind of me as a driver to be able to feel that a lot in the wheel through a sim, because obviously in real life you'll feel that no matter what car you're in, you'll feel the rear end sliding out. But it's a little harder to replicate here. But with these cars, oh, big yawn. Oh, big yawn. With these cars, it's a lot easier to feel it kind of step out, and you can see the car kind of tip over based on how much you touch the throttle, which is what I like to see. It tells me how much I can run the car, or how hard I can run the car. Set for 80 laps here. We're going to be rolling off from the rear of the field, which is fine by me. We got 80 laps to make it up. Going to be one heck of a loose car. and we're shooting for the best we can. We're ready to be a back marker anyways.
Alright, man,
I'm
we're going green
using
next time. Bye.
no clutch
Alright, man.
assist, which
Line up
means
on the
that
outside row now. The estimated
I'll let this
SOS
guy
is
talk for a minute.
1,463. Pit road is closed. There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish. Half the field is on the grid.
But for anyone who might not know, clutch assist just basically is my, most of you would know this, but for anyone who's new and doesn't really do this and is curious, clutch pedal, it's your third pedal on the left. It's what you have in a manual. Basically disconnects the engine from the transmission. In neutral you don't need it, but going through gears you do. In regular cars. In this car, you kind of just needed to get going and stay running when you're stopped. But if we ever stall the car out and shut the engine off, coming down the pits, you know why. It's me being a dummy and forgetting that I have clutch on, or no clutch assist on. Waiting for the rest of the cars to grid up here. And
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid.
And then we dial in for 80 laps around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Just came back from a Iowa trip. I was at the inaugural Cup race over in Iowa. Spent the weekend camping out there. Caught a World of Outlaws race. I also caught the Xfinity race. But Friday night I watched the World of Outlaws over the Arkham Menard series. Nothing against the Arkham Menard series. It's just I've never been to Knoxville Raceway before in the World of Outlaws. We're in town, and as much as I love NASCAR, I am a slut for sprint cars. I love these things. They are wild, they are weird, and they are every kind of fun that I enjoy. The sprint cars, not the Gen 4s are fun and wild and weird in very many enjoyable ways, but sprint cars are just something on a whole nother level that I love. So I went out there and checked that out, noticed there was an Outlaws race in town that day, and figured, why not go check it out. How often am I going to be in Knoxville when there's a World of Outlaws race going on? So I checked that out, and it was a really good time. Really enjoyed it. I want to go to another one there, that's for sure. It was like a 64-car field on Friday night. Really fun. I watched Kyle Larson like work his way through like half the field, come through mid-pack, and he went out front, got the lead, and wouldn't you know it, he spat the engine out onto the ground going into 3 with like 15 laps left in the feature or something like that. Probably less. I don't remember exactly. I just remember the disappointment in watching him spit the guts out on his motor, and then also I was sitting right about where he kissed the wall nose first during the Cup race, and so I got a front row seat. I was 7 rows up, and so I got a front row seat to watch Kyle Larson, the guy I root for typically, get absolutely obliterated into the wall. It was an aggressive move on his part, the wreck that caused it, or the move that... The wreck that took him out of the race was an aggressive move on his part. And he probably could have been a lot more patient. He said that himself in an interview, but that's racing. You got to get the most out of the car. Can't blame the guy for doing that. That's just close racing by the end of it. But we're green on the topic of racing, so I'm just going to hang out for a lap, let the tires warm up, see how these guys are around me. Stand on it. Okay, these guys are not going near as... Am I actually clear low?
All clear, all clear.
I am actually clear low. Would you look at that?
Got one inside. 42.6.
Boy, these guys are
All clear, all clear.
all kinds of scary. Trying to like pick my way through this mess, but oh, that'll make it easier.
All clear, all clear. You got one inside. Still there?
We got one in the wall. He saves it. We got one spinning out. He saves it. That's what makes these Gen 4 races so interesting. Let's go try to run our way up into the big pack now and hope we don't get taken out.
2, 1, 7. You got one outside.
Just gotta really ease her through.
All clear, all clear.
Be patient with the car. That was the block of a lifetime. Good job.
Outside.
Really have no interest in racing next to that guy with moves like that.
The car in P2, just at the top of the lap. 31.096.
7/10 off the leaders racing that guy. Gonna sneak it under the 17 car right here.
You got one outside. Stay low.
It's real easy trying not to work the rears of the fronts too hard. Just trying to keep that balance between the front and the rear through the corners. Just kind of let the car cruise through the corner. Don't do that. Big moment there. Don't know how I saved that.
P1, just at the top of the lap. 31.076. 31.611.
Well, I gotta turn the chattiness down on this crew chief. He is talkative today. Let's just hang out here. The rear tires are starting to heat up, it looks like, for everyone.
31.655.
Be patient going into the corner. We're not making a 3-wide move, no way.
One outside. You're clear.
Let the 12 car move up.
Outside.
Get up underneath him.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
Hold the bottom, real pretty like. He is racing me hard for it, but that's okay because I can handle it.
31.406. You're clear.
We are up to 10th.
31.99.
That's a pretty good work through on the field. I'd say we're doing all right for the first 7 laps. It's all about being smooth and confident with the car. Really listening to everything it's telling you right now. Especially with how many laps I have on it, which are currently about 8 in total. Looks like we're catching this 13 car up here. Hopefully we can make a nice, quick, easy pass out of them. Gonna try to run her up high right here. Don't run her up high, there's nothing to lean on up there. Alright. Now we know. 5/10 to the 13. Gonna keep our eyes on that. Four tenths, yep, we're cutting into that gap pretty good. Let's just try to hold the car low. Try and save some tires and just run that lane up off the bottom.
31.607.
Really, really rough down here at times. We are hooked into the draft. It's a Dodge. Wow, would you look at that? Just stay tight to them. Just acceleration out and follow him through. Alright, let's see what he does here. Is he gonna defend or is he gonna cut it high? It looks like he is gonna try and defend. Nice squeeze. And keep it pinched to him.
Outside. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Still there. All clear, all clear.
Whew! Alright, that bottom is tricky.
32.281.
But if he's gonna defend like that, I don't think I want to burn my tires up just yet trying to race him. We've got 2 sets. That means we can pit at lap. Let's see. Once at lap, say 30, and once at 60, that'll split us pretty well. Get us tires towards the end. We're definitely going to be wanting tires at the end of this thing. Because, boy, are they getting worn out. We're not the only ones. We're actually, looks like we're saving them pretty well.
Outside. Clear high, 32.305.
Let's be patient here. Let the 13 make the move.
Outside. Stay low.
That was a moment. Car just wanted to turn right back up the track after that. Glad I kept it out of him. Whew. Heart is racing after that one.
33.147.
Really just kind of focused in on driving at this very moment. It looks like tires are starting to fall off for some people. Mine are still holding pretty steady. I got a rearward balance, which is the way I like it, especially at Vegas. This track has a tendency to go tight. But it looks like I can just keep those rear tires working. We can keep it pretty calm throughout the whole run. It should come to us if we can keep those rear tires warm but not melted. Goal is for the car to tighten up over the run, but not so much so that we can't go into the corners. Woo! I am dancing with that gas pedal right now. But we're up in ninth, doing pretty well for ourselves, I'd say. Pack's actually really spread out. We might benefit from that green flag pit stop we practiced. Oh, how much fuel? Okay, yeah, we definitely are going to need fuel by the end of this. Gosh, I love how hard these cars are to drive. It's just such a challenge every corner, and it's constantly developing. A lot of the newer stuff is just so grippy and so aero dependent. These things, you're really driving a brick through a time in a space and time or something like that. Oh, and you are just fighting it the whole way around. Full throttle on the straights is not an option, at least for the front stretch. These rear tires are leaving me. Thirteen's got a big moment. We'll dive it down to the apron. Whew. I was sideways that whole straight. I don't think you're driving this thing right if you're not sideways a little bit at all times. To be honest with you. That should put us up into eighth place. Given that we're the, number 19 car? I can't really look at this. Yeah, the 19 car, I'll take that. We're going to let... If these guys catch us, we're not going to race them too hard. I don't have the car for it right now. Just got to treat that gas pedal real gingerly. Like it's the first date and you're really trying to make an impression. That's how you gotta drive this gas, or you gotta work this gas pedal.
32.984.
Real gingerly. I think the tires are starting to cool off just a little bit. Which is good. If we can cool off the rears, that'll help us out a lot, and we should be able to catch this 3 car up here. Whew! This is a driver's car, and I love everything about it. What I mean by a driver's car is you really gotta... To be fast in this thing, you really gotta drive the car. It's not like you put a good setup in and you do pretty well. You still, with a good setup, have to, like... You have to not throw caution to the wind while driving this thing. Because it will wreck. It will just loop right out on you. And that is not what you want. Alright, lift through the straight. That's the dog leg, I should say. We're really good through 1 and 2 yet. Starting to lose full throttle on the back stretch. Car's just hitting 4-wheel slide up on full throttle. But we're managing the car really pretty well for the run we're having. Just gotta maintain the tires. Actually, right about where I wanted to pit at. How much fuel do we got left? 17 laps. We're gonna wait. We're not pitting for 17 laps if we can do anything about it, because there will be a caution during pit stops. I can feel it. There almost always is. We just gotta manage the tires longer than the guy that wrecks, and hope the guy that wrecks isn't us. Yeah, we're gonna be out as long as we can on this fuel run because we're still making up time. Pulled a 2.5 gap to the car behind. I've caught the 3 car here. Really well, actually. He takes it down to the apron to defend, but that's okay. We slip right by him, and we are up into 7th. Starting it from the tail, and we have raced our way up to 7th. And we still have tires left on the car after 30 laps. What kind of witchcraft is this? Looks like we're going to catch that 18 car real quick, too. Come on, buddy, don't block. Just gotta be nice and calm around the bottom here. That's really key, is just run this car nice and smooth. Be real patient on it. Just kind of ride that brake a little bit, get it to rotate through the first half, and then use the throttle to rotate it the second half, and just make sure that you don't mash the gas too hard going down the straights. That's really just the trick to driving this track, at least. And be prepared to counter steer, because no matter how good you drive it, you're going to counter steer the thing. We're definitely one of the faster cars here, though. Because this thing still feels really good for 30-lap-old tires. We've maintained the balance of the tires really well, and that's really all I can hope for with this race, is just maintain the balance of the tires, and the rest will come to me. Because if we can keep this thing driving as straight as possible throughout the rest of this race. Look at that, we've already made up 2/10 on the guys ahead. It's just about being smooth. And know when you got it, the car's got it in it. The car's got it in it. We just have to make sure the driver doesn't overdrive the car. There's another 2/10. I'm picking up about 2/10 a corner, it looks like, on him. I'm using these Moza CRP pedals, and it's got like a little spring for like finite adjustment kind of in throttle position, just to make it real easy to hold like a certain pressure and just run that. And it works really great for just modulating the gas and all that. Loving it. It's really helping out with this. We still got plenty of tires left, crew chief. We got 10 laps worth of tires left. We're going out to we're meatballed for a tire, or we need fuel. I think we got about 20 laps left on tires when he tells me that we're gonna need rubber. So I think we're good for the rest of the fuel run. We're gonna take it easy on him, just in case. Looks like pit stops have begun. But like I said, we're gonna just push through. Oh, that 23 back there distracted me. I saw him and I'm like, wow. Because I knew he was back there with me, so I was wondering if he was following me up through. He was not. He just has fresh tires. That messed me up. Alright, get back into the rhythm. We're doing good. We definitely got a lot more tire under us than that 7 car up there, so we're going to go catch him and pass him real quick. We should be able to make short work of him once we get to him. Lift off around the dog leg. Just pinch it down here in 1 and 2. This car handles lovely through 1 and 2 right now. Honestly, you wouldn't know the tires are worn out on it. Like I said, should be able to make short work of this 7 car here.
Got one outside. Stay low. You're clear high. Clear high.
There he goes in the rear view.
33.455. Good job, man. You're fifth.
Up to 5th place. Here we go. From the back, up to 5th. We got a really solid entry here with this number 42 Dodge Charger. Really solid car. Holds the tires really well. Really well balanced. Seems like we're holding on to the tires a lot better than our competition. And that's all you can really ask for in a car. I mean, we drove from the back to the front. We still got tires left to pass in 40 laps. We're heading up for 4th. There's no way I'm not going to pass this guy if I get the chance. We're taking everything we can, and we're leaving nothing behind. We got 1.3 to the cars behind. This race, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say what I was just going to say because I know what'll happen. We're just going to keep running. We got the tires to carry this thing through for 5 more laps. Definitely going to catch this 4th place number 10 car here. How are we going to be able to deal with that traffic around him, though? That's the question. Oh, that's 3rd up there, too. Okay.
33.312. Outside.
Sailed her in like a champ there.
Got one inside. Still there? What's the line? All clear, all clear.
Oh, that's third place. We have made it to the podium, folks. I didn't even realize I passed the lead lap, another lead lap car there. I thought I just passed the 10.
33.85. You're in third place.
Hey, we'll take a third place. We'll take a third place. Start watching that fuel.
Yeah, one inside. Clear low, clear low. The car in front is leading. The leader is sitting now. Alright, man. Halfway this time by.
We're staying out. We're staying out. We're staying out.
Car 9 has taken the lead. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
We are in second place, ladies and gentlemen. And we're taking it around for first. We are going to lead a lap here at Las Vegas in the Gen 4. And we are pulling it into the pits this time. I'm going to try to make a quick pit stop here.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Perfect, perfect. All right.
That's it, go.
Hold it pretty speedo. Get out of the pits
Be
clean.
mindful, you only have 1 set of tires remaining.
Let's just go unlap ourselves real quick.
The car in front is pitting. 5.67.
Now we just got to take care of this thing for the rest of the race.
Outside.
Quickly unlap ourselves, avoid any complications. And we gone, playa. We are frickin' gone.
31.8.
Let's go see if we can win this race here. I really did not think I had the speed for this. I have zero practice heading into this, just my qualifying laps. But boy, do we have the car to win it today.
Outside. Still there? We'll go on. 31.323. 7 off the left position. You're clear high, clear high. You're back in pit.
We have zero time to waste. We are going for positions here. I am focused in now. We're in fourth. Leader just pulled it into the pits. I think that 9 car is who we're racing.
The leader is sitting now. 31.47. The leader is sitting now. The leader is sitting now.
Keeps telling me the leader's pitting, but evidently he's not.
The leader is at 31.652.
Okay.
Car 6 has taken the
6
lead.
car is the leader. We are in 3rd.
6. You're back in 3rd.
I need to pay attention in the corners lest we wreck this frickin' car. Just gotta be smooth and steady. We are in for a good result either way. I don't think unless tire wear balance is out in our favor, we have the car to win this thing. But I feel like I'm being a lot smoother with them this run. I'm having to do less racing with them. I just kind of out here sailing away. Definitely have worked up a sweat. But this should be a pretty good result. We have a spare set of tires sitting in the pits. We don't need them, but if we get a caution, we can come take them if the tires start going sour on us. We know we can make up positions on the track, especially if our tires are better. I mean, heck, that guy came out after us, I think, and we're still laying a whooping on him. Let's get around this guy real quick. Thank you for realizing that I am a leader. Big save there. But we carry on. That's just what you gotta do with moments like that. You have a big moment, oh well, didn't happen, carry on, keep racing. It won't happen again. It's just kind of what you gotta tell yourself. You saved the car, that's what happened, that's what matters. Looks like with clean track we are catching this guy. Just a little bit. Really got this thing dialed in though. Car honestly just feels terrific. Feels like I could keep running these 32s all freaking day. That's what I like to hear, crew chief. Let's keep it coming. Gaining on the car ahead, too. We are catching 2nd place. We've got 25-ish laps to do it. Can we catch 2nd place? We are running faster laps than the leader, and I think we have newer tires. I want to say these guys all pitted before me. That's why they had such a leg up. I think I've got at least a lap on him now that I think about it. I'm trying to remember back. I gotta get these rear tires working a little bit. We're starting to develop tight. Run up top, heat the tires up a little bit. And open her up down the back straight. Up top again, just to, like I said, pour some heat into those rears. Looks like the 23 cannot hang on old tires. Still making up time on 2nd place. That's what I like to see. Starting to get a little tight in 3 and 4, but that's just how that turn is. That ought to help the rear tires out. 4 seconds on the car behind. We have left him in the dust. Look at that time gain just from when I mentioned it and when the crew chief mentioned it. That was when we crossed the line. Being impatient in 3 and 4, that's my problem. That's where I'm losing time. Gotta let it hang in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, you can kind of run it pretty hard. You just woe it up. Use the brake bias to activate the rears and carry it through. This turn you gotta be patient. This one, patience is key. Just kind of gotta rim ride that bottom, try to stay out of the bumps as much as we can. Okay. Don't think we're gonna catch second or first, but we can maintain third really well. I'm gonna save a little bit of tire. On the topic of saving tires, how about we just do a burnout real quick here? Do some NASCAR drift racing. I like the sounds of that. That should save us the tires. Just smoke them. Smoke the tires. That's how you really... The heat makes it more grippy. And you don't have to worry about tire wear. That's logic and sense right there. Talk about saving the tires while I'm spinning the thing out actively. It's because I suck. I don't know what to tell you. Can't save frickin' tires. I just gotta go. Speaking of that, how did those look? Oh, we were mint. Minty, fresh, like wintergreen gum. Not sponsored. Obviously. They wouldn't sponsor such a trash show. We are stanking it up here in third place. 0 car control. You gotta be a little critical of yourself so you improve. Not too critical though. You gotta find the balance of criticalness. And I have this lovely fan behind me, but I've failed to activate it because I thought to myself, wow, it's not that hot out here. It's been 90 degrees all week. Why not just leave the fan off? Whew! Why not just leave the fan off? But I failed to realize that I was going to be driving a Gen 4 for 80 laps with 0 reprieve. So now I am just like, I can feel the sweat pooling all over my face. It is atrocious. I was sweating like this when I was working earlier today. And I build big stuff, so I work up a sweat when I work. And this is very similar to building big stuff. Very sweat inducing. Gonna try running up top for a little bit. Just gonna kind of hang around for these last 15 laps, I think, because we are losing time to the car ahead. So I think we're just gonna chill and take our third place. I think we overdrove the tires a little bit there. Man, I should not have commented on how sweaty I was, because now it's just all I can notice. I gotta focus back in here. Hold on. Let me just turn driver mode back on. Put it in cruising down the freeway with cruise control mode. Now I'm having conversation, and that's just not how you drive a race car. So I'm gonna put it back into like racing driver mode right now and just kind of manage this car for the rest of the race. Act like my forehead doesn't feel like I was just swimming in the lake. Because it definitely does feel like that. Ooh. way out of it trying to just avoid this guy.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear. 33.
Big time loose, but it's okay because we can manage. We're not little baby boys here, all right? We're not little whiny babies who care about a loose car, all right? This car's loose and we like it. I like the fact that it's trying to kill me at all times. Sorry, I just had a bit of a moment. I thought I went through this whole race and my mic was up and I about had a heart attack, so that's what that tapping noise was. But we are not little whiny baby boys who cannot drive difficult cars. We are big, strong racer man boys who drive fast race car and don't crash. That's who we are. Some of these other guys are little whiny baby boys who can't drive the car with old tires. I can drive it with old tires. Just look at what I'm doing here. I'm all over the track. I'm taking up all the lanes. I'm Jean Girard from Talladega Nights. I'm able to block all of the lanes at once for absolutely zero reason other than I want to. And I'm definitely not doing that on accident, just giving it too much gas on worn out tires. That, I would never do that. I am big strong racer man. Wow, that guy fell off a cliff with the tires. We were just like 5 seconds ahead of him like 3 laps ago. Just gotta be gingerly with the throttle. Like it's a feather. You heard a lead foot try feather foot. That guy just smacked the frick out of the wall. But it's okay, we maintain. Definitely threw my line off in that corner, but that's okay. We're managing. Alright. What are we looking? Yeah, we're still maintaining to the car ahead, not gaining, not really losing much. We're losing a little bit, but it's not a notable amount. Not that it really matters, because the car behind has just fallen off a cliff. He's over 8 seconds behind right now, it looked like. 7 seconds behind. And that was at the crossing of the line, so let's see where he's at now. Oh, looks like he's still at a 21. Good for him. Just ease it around the top up here and bring the car home. Are we going to be able to pull home a 3rd place after driving it up from what was, I believe, 20th place was our starting position? Don't you spin out now. Definitely not in front of me, please. Can we hold on to a 3rd place after driving it up from 20th place, leading a lap on the pit cycle? Not if we're driving into the wall like an idiot, we won't bring it home in 3rd. It's okay, we were just following the car ahead. Just making sure he got up there safely, that's all. Definitely has nothing to do with my skill as a driver fading as this car fades. And I fade from heat exhaustion. That is not a factor at all. See, because you just imagine that you're in the Arctic Circle, and then you just feel like this nice cool breeze, and it definitely doesn't make you yearn for the air conditioning that's 10 feet to your left right now. It's definitely not where I'm going immediately after I finish recording this race, but... Call me Michael Jackson. Holy cow, I did not mean to do that. The car just came around. Let that guy go. Oh. There's a caution. Oh, man. I was really hoping it would go all the way. Oh. All right. Um, what's the call? I think it's dumb to take tires. I think we're just gonna finish it out.
We're in a podium position. Pit road is now open.
Finish it out on the tires we got and keep the others for souvenirs. Does not look like they pit. Alright, we're gonna run it out on these tires, it looks like. Yep. Run it out on the old ones. Cool.
Car 22. Got the lucky dog. Let it by on the outside.
Whew. Boy, this is gonna be an interesting. I don't think we have green white checkers. But I think we're going back green. I don't know. It's been a while since I've raced this series. Oh, my foot is itchy all of a sudden. Hold on. Oh! That's my itching the foot noises. Ow, my wrist hurts. Wow. I really have just been in driver mode for the last 70 laps. My wrist hurts, my foot itches, my back hurts, I'm covered in sweat, and I knew none of that other than the sweat thing. I knew the sweat was happening. Just telling you guys all about my sweaty forehead. Sweaty. We didn't come down. I'm just paranoid now. Okay. Second place came down for tires. We are in second then. Okay, we got cars on old tires. I really don't see the point.
Past the 15. Past the. Pit road is closed. Get to the 9 car.
Yeah, there's no way I'm pitting for tires. That's dumb. We're not getting a green-white checkered. So it looks like the 6 is back there on tires. How many lead lap cars are there? There's enough.
Past the 6. Past the.
Now we're going to come around, get the 1 to green on lap 79. We take the green on lap 80, so we race it out for 1 lap. Seems. Unless we do get green white checkers. I don't think we do, though. We're gonna find out. I don't know. I'm gonna shut up and just find out for myself. That's all you can really do right now. Looks like we're the cleanest car on track. Oh, we do have a green white checker. Okay.
Alright, man. Line up on the outside road.
But it's the final attempt.
This is the final try.
Alright.
We'll try for a green white checkered finish.
We have a chance to shoot for the win here. We just got to get ahead of him before the yellow comes out, because there's going to be a yellow. I can feel it. 8 laps left on fuel. Yeah, we'll be fine. It's 3 gar behind. Okay. This is intense.
Get ready.
This is the most nerve-wracking moment of the race. I have to get the restart right outside on old tires with green-white checker.
Alright, man. Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag. Pit road is now open. You're back in second. The lead is
Buzzed him. Fuck.
1.287, 29.228 outside. Still there. Still there. You're clear high, clear high. You got one outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. You got one outside. 2 wide there. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
White flag is out.
White flag this time right.
Oh, we got robbed there by the caution.
34.831.
Driver for everything she's worth this last lap. We can still get that 9 car for position.
You got one inside. Clear low,
Jesus
clear
Christ.
low. You got one inside. Clear low.
Oh, we'll take a 6th, I guess. Whew.
There's the flag.
Man, if it weren't for that caution at the end.
Great job, driver.
These little whiny baby boys had to get their fresh tires for the end of the race and not keep it interesting. Boo. Boo. We still did good. We're still 6th. Should have been a 3rd, but missed the tire call. I didn't see anyone down pit road. I didn't know. I couldn't tell. We were just too far back to know. I don't know why the leaders stayed out. It's probably a matter if he stayed out and everyone else pitted. Simple as that sometimes. Oh well, what can you do?
5, 3, 2.
I'm just glad we got a good finish there. Exciting finish. Wish we could have taken it home 3rd or podium 1st maybe, but we come home with the car clean, not a scratch on it, just the wear from the racing, and we take home a 6th from 20th place, and we ran it up to the lead from 20th place on 1 set of tires. You can't ask for much more than that. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to try to get better at regular uploads. Just trying to figure out the logistics of editing with the simulator now, because it's kind of a pain in the butt editing inside of a sprint car when your keyboard is on the dashboard, or your hood, actually. It's on the hood. So it's just a little annoying editing, but I think I've got a pretty good idea for how I'm going to do it. I hope you enjoyed, and like I said, definitely going to try to get better at uploading. Let's see what my tires looked like there at the end. What was I running on? 46, 45. Oh, we had plenty of tire left. Look at that. We were balancing the tires actually incredibly well. And even if I would have wrecked out of the race, I could just look at that, and I'm just happy with the balance on the right sides. 45 in the front, 46 in the rear. Well, actually, we balanced it out 46, 45, and yeah, that's about as perfect as you're going to get it. Anyways, I'll shut up now and let you guys get on with your day. I hope you had a good day and a good video. I know I enjoyed this one a lot more than anything I tried to record yesterday, and I hope you come back for some more iRacing content and potentially other sims in the future. Peace.